Well, it's a bit like many other coaches that coach in grassroots. It's because my lad started playing football when he was 6, and I'd played a lot of football over 30 odd years. I thought, well, you know, I can do that. I know a lot about football. I've got a lot of experience and knowledge. And the coach that was taking the team at the time, he was on shift work, and he really wasn't, his heart wasn't in it. And so I thought, well, I'll be his assistant. Then the games and training, he couldn't make it, so I then ended up being the manager. The biggest thing at that time was, though, I thought I knew it all, but then we started coaching grassroots kids, and I thought, crikey, I know nothing. And so that's the start of the journey, really. I think my style has changed over the years, but the fundamentals, I'm both democratic and holistic. So the democratic side of my coaching is really about giving the players ownership and giving them a voice, so that if they have got some observation or something they want to work on, they feel free to say that to me. And I always believe that if you give players the choice, they'll give them a buy-in into the team. The holistic side is really looking at the player as a whole. So it's not just about them being able to play football, it's as much about their social needs. So I try and connect with players to know what's going on in their lives. So if they've got an injury or an illness in the family, to recognise that as something that's going on in their lives, which then may affect their performance at training or in a match. So it's understanding the whole player rather than just the player who's kicking the ball. I never think about what's rewarding me. I'm more about what rewards the players. So the rewards really are seeing players consistently turn up for training and matches, committed to the team, committed to the philosophy of the team, committed to each other. And the rewards are really knowing that they're enjoying what they do. They're not here under protest or because you must go training. It's because they want to train, and that's as much as a reward as anything else. When my lad played for Kingsway Rangers at under 13, that particular season we finished pretty well near the bottom and with only a handful of points. And so over the summer, I had a big meeting with all the players, all the parents. Said, well, what do we need to do to improve? It wasn't about winning, but it was just about to improve. So we trained hard over the summer. We, parents were good enough to coordinate their holidays so that not many players were missing. And the following season, we won the league. And the pride is really in what they did, not what I did, because as coaches, we're educators and teachers, and it's up to players to have learned to take the lessons and to do something with that stuff. I think one of my biggest challenges is a lack of self-confidence. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but I remember when I started my UEFA badge, I was in a room full of academy coaches and coaches working in the professional setup, and I thought, what the heck am I doing here? And one of the tutors was Pav Singh, and I had a word with him and told him how I felt. He said, Dave, you're here on merit, not because of your club badge. And that I'll remember that whenever I do anything in coaching, that it's not about the badges or anything like that. It's because it's what you do and who you are. It's the merit. And so over the years, I still have those little wobbles, but I'm fortunate. When in my UEFA I had Lee Brown's one of the tutors. And I know that I can ring him up or send him a message and say, can I have a chat with you, Lee? And he'll make time to have those conversations and meet up. And he'll leave me with thoughts and ideas about what to do. He won't give me solutions. And the thoughts and the ideas are always things I can go away with and work on and come out the other side thinking, yeah, it's all right, it's okay. I would say have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously at first, because you want to come in and coach players and win things. That should be a result of all the good coaching. It shouldn't be a primary objective. So have fun with the kids, get to know them, build relationships. I would say build a supportive network with other coaches, because as a coach I know I don't know it all. So I look for support from other coaches like my fellow coach here with Jaden. we're very different people with very different experiences, and we learn from each other. So you can never know it all. Well, ideally, I'd like to work for the FA as a coach mentor or as a coach developer, because I believe I've got the skill set and the knowledge and the thought processes to be able to guide other coaches. In the meantime, I think I would like to learn a lot more about various stuff, in particular the psychological side of football in terms of decision making, intrinsic, extrinsic motivation, stuff around there. So, and I'm in the fortunate position where I've got time during the week to do study. So I'll try and get through 7 or 8 hours of study during the week. But it's just about keep on learning and keep the journey going. I'm nowhere near the end of that journey yet.